Hello everyone, welcome back to the Football Overseas. I hope you are doing well. Well, I'm not well. In my case, I think you guys know what happened over the past 2 days. If you know, you know. But let's get right down to business. Serie A, 36th game week of the season. And there are some big games. Starting today with the biggest game and also a double header, because these two teams are going to be meeting in the Coppa Italia final. But before we actually get onto the predictions, I want to talk about last week's predictions, where I got 4 duds. I've got 5 results. Well, results where I backed the winning team, like I backed in the Lecce Napoli game, I backed Napoli to win. Inter Verona, backed Inter. Empoli Lazio, backed Lazio to win. Monza Atalanta, backed Atalanta to win. Roma Fiorentina, I backed Roma to win. I didn't get the exact score. The exact score that I did get was Genoa 1, AC Milan 2. So shout out AC Milan for that comeback. But yeah, AC Milan versus Bologna. What are they going to bring to us in the first match at the San Siro? Now, typically, AC Milan, you would think they need to win this game to even stand a chance. But even then, even if AC Milan was to win this game, they will have to think about qualification, league position. I don't think they're going to make it. Even if they do beat Bologna, I just don't think they're going to make it. So it's like, yeah, it goes without saying. AC Milan need this Coppa Italia win. But even saying that, Bologna need one as well. Like that. So it's a bit of a case of, okay, lineups. Believe this is a lineup Milan played in their last game. I'm just going to check and confirm that right now. No, it wasn't. Loftus-Cheek with Yusuf Fofana injured means Loftus-Cheek will probably drop back into the midfield with Reindeers, with João Felix lining up with Pulisic in behind Santiago Jimenez, with Teo Hernandez and Jimenez as the wing-backs with Palovic, Gabbia and Tomori, and the defense Mangan. But for Bologna, Vincenzo Italiano will go for Stupski, Gumi, Miranda, Lusumi, players like that, Osonoli, Cambini, doing their thing on the wings, as well, Fergie, the captain. But yes, this is going to be crucial. So, injury suspensions, Leao is suspended for the league game. I believe he is playing the final. Yusuf Fofana is out soon. Who knows if that will help hinder Milan right now. But if I had to make prediction for the game in the league, head-to-head standings, see what these men are really telling me now. I think this game is going to end 1-1 draw. So let's kick this off. 1-1 draw between AC Milan and Bologna. Como and Cagliari. Cagliari ain't safe from relegation. Well, not yet. They're 7 points ahead of Venezia. Como came into this game with a 1-0 win over Parma. And yes, the two teams, they did draw earlier in the season, but Como have gone from strength to strength, especially in terms of the lineup and the players that they have at disposal. I mean, this is what happens if you have the richest owners in the league. You will get huge backing like this. And trust me, Fabregas is working well with the resources that he has. So yeah, big up to Fabregas. I think Como, in terms of the injuries and suspensions, there you got Roberto Diao, Monzon, all suspended. And for Cagliari, you got Mina, Coman there as doubt. I think Como are going to win this game. I think Como are going to win this game. Yeah, let's say a 1-0. Let me say 2-0 to Como. 2-0 to Como. Lazio versus Juventus. Now, this game is definitely a crucial game if you check the standings as well. Both teams deadlocked on 63 points. Juventus holding 4th. Bracketed Lazio in 6th. Bracketed between Roma in the 5th position. Lazio got a win against Empoli last time out. Juventus played a draw with Bologna. And Lazio, I definitely think they need a home win. They definitely need a home win for sure. Lazio, they haven't won it. Well, technically they did beat Bodo in the second leg, but they lost on the penalty shootout. So I don't really count that. I don't really count that as a win. You know, I'm not gonna count that as a win. I'm not. But Lazio, they haven't won at home in the league for over 3 months. Absolutely crazy. It's their away form that has been carrying them. Juventus, can they have the ability to stop Juventus? They cannot stop Juventus. So let's check the injuries and suspensions. No, I don't think there's any real suspension. Patrick is being out. Lazzari out. Sai suspended. And the Juventus Yildiz, Bremer, Cabal, Cambiaso, Milik, Kelly, all. And then Gatti, Cook Miners are doubts. Doubts there as well. I'm going to make a bold claim. I'm going to make another bold claim as well. To put it to you this way. I think Lazio are going to win 2-1. Lazio to win 2-1. Empoli versus Parma. So Empoli. Their slump continued. 1-0 defeat at home to Lazio. Last time out. Struggling to even put shots on goal. And I believe the same thing is going to happen against the Parma team that are 1 win away from safety. 1 win away from being safe, officially. Draw specialist, Parma. But you could probably say the same for Empoli, but they're in the relegation. So Empoli really need a win. And yeah. Empoli, they've got a number of players out. And you can probably see the struggle. But also, Parma have got a number of players out themselves as well. So it's a case of who's going to blink? Who's going to actually blink? And I think Empoli, Parma, I don't know. Is there going to be goals in it? Is there going to be goals in it? Is there going to be goals in it? I don't know. I'm going to say 1-1. I'm going to say 1-1 because, yeah. Yeah. Udinese versus Monza. That's the kicking off the Sunday games. Saturday games was Como, Cagliari, Lazio, Juventus, and Empoli, Parma. This one's going to kick off the Sunday games, 11:30, early doors. The way Monza lost at home to Atalanta. But you know what? Do you know what it is, yeah? Do you know what it is? Yeah, you could probably say, oh yeah, Monza just got absolutely beaten up by Atalanta, but they did have a lot of shots. They did force the goalkeeper making a lot of saves. They did really try. They did try, but unfortunately, they just met a really good goalkeeper in Corneshi. Very good goalkeeper in Corneshi as well. But unfortunately, they couldn't find the back of the net. They lost again. And, you know, I think Monza score. I think Monza actually score against Udinese. I think they score. But I just think, unfortunately for them, they're going to lose again. They're going to lose again. I'm going to say 2-1 to Udinese. Yeah, they're going to lose again, unfortunately. Verona versus Lecce. Yes. Verona are a win away from safety. That's if Venezia get beat. Lecce could be overtaken by Venezia. Lecce struggling as well. They did keep Napoli to a 1-0 win, but again, it's just the lack of shots on target. Where are they going to score from? Like, that is the issue I have. If Lecce's not going to score goals, then Lecce are the lowest scorers in the league. Like, they've scored less than Monza. Like, that's quite bad as well. And that spells trouble in Hellas Verona. I don't think Hellas Verona are a great goal-scoring team as well. Even saying that, I think this game could actually end a 0-0 draw. I don't see where anyone's going to score from. Like, that's the way I'm seeing it. Torino versus Inter. Inter, yes, huge Champions League victory over 2 legs against Barcelona, coming back, going into commanding lead the way they did. Barcelona coming back, and then Inter got the goal, Acerbi, and then Frasetti putting Inter in front, and Barcelona couldn't find the response. They couldn't do it. But this is a huge chance for Inter to draw level on points temporarily until Napoli play Genoa, which I am going to talk about later as well. After this, do you know what I'm saying? Torino, let's just see the lineup suspensions and all of that. So, Torino, they are missing their players. Sosa, Ricci, Zapata, Pesquez. Guys that would be starters in that Torino system as well. Lazaro playing out right wing. Elmas, former Napoli player. You know, I'm looking at Elmas of Torino. I'm looking at him as potentially disrupting Inter. Little disruptor, formerly Napoli fella. You already know how it is. No biggie. Inter, I expect that they will rotate for this league match. How well will they do? They keep their midfield. Mkhitaryan, Çalhanoğlu, Barella, Di Marco, Zielinski playing out on the right. Right. You know, I don't really see it, but he could probably do it. You know, but Bastoni for the bridge of his Sommer. There. What a goalkeeper he was. Shout out Jan Sommer. His performance against Barcelona, the amount of saves he made, especially from Yamal, players like that. Hats off to him. Inter, one injury doubt, and that is Pavard. Otherwise, all systems go. Torino versus Inter. I do think Torino could nick a goal. But are they going to stop Inter? I don't think they're going to stop Inter. I have to keep it real. I think I could see Inter winning 2-1 against Torino. Yeah, Inzaghi will get over the line against Torino for sure. Napoli versus Genoa. Now, this Napoli, they will be watching the Inter. Well, actually, no, they won't be watching the Inter result closely because they got to train. They got to train for this game. Do you know what I'm saying? They got to train for it. But other than that, Napoli know what to do. Win all the games. The league is yours. Antonio Conte, you might win another league title. And the omen is still on. Join a team that finishes 10th and make them into league champions. I will preach this message. I'll preach this message throughout the rest. Borginio, Jesus, Neres, Lobovka. Neres are out. Lobovka's a doubt, but he should pass his fitness test to line up with Anguissa in the midfield. McTominay and Politano Conte, supposed 4-4-2 formation. I think that's the players we have at disposal. As well, with Lukaku and Raspadori up front. I expect Raspadori gets another shot up front. After his performance against Lecce. And for Genoa, we have Norton Cuffy, that is there, a former Arsenal player as well. So it's going to be intriguing as per. But Genoa are missing Malvinovski and Miretti, and then Mataru and Cornet are injury doubts. Napoli, I believe they will get over the line against Genoa, and I believe they'll get over the line 2-0. So that is Napoli versus Genoa. Monday game, Venezia versus Fiorentina. I can't lie. How will Fiorentina react to this game? How will they react? Venezia will probably be watching Verona, Lecce, Parma, Cagliari, watching their games, seeing if, if we can actually catch any of those teams. And, this is a real opportunity for Venezia to actually catch up. And also, intriguingly, fun fact, Venezia have beaten the Viola in all their home games they've ever played in the Serie A. Wouldn't you know? But that is an omen Fiorentina have to break if they want to make Europe. But I don't know, guys. I don't think Fiorentina are going to make it into Europe, unfortunately. Which spells an opportunity for Venezia to actually win this game. I actually like the way Venezia played against Torino there as well. In that 1-1. In the 1-1 draw as well. Kept it compact as well. Torino had more of the shots to tempo. But Fiorentina, Zaniolo, Cataldi and Bove suspended. And for Venezia, Sobosta and Scarado are doubts as well. But I think Venezia are going to take this game. I think something drastic has to happen at the foot of the table. I think Venezia, they're going to win 2-1. They're going to win. Which means Atalanta versus Roma is potentially the biggest game. Of course, Atalanta players featured in the team of the week. Carnesci features in the team of the week. Lookman, Retegui, Catelere featured in Game Focusor's Game Week 35 team of the week. Atalanta with the 4-0 demolition on Monza, which was relegated. But Roma are also very good. Angelino, Sule, on Sule in the wing back positions, bombing up and down with Dovbek, Shovrov, Cristante and Kone in the midfield. Wouldn't know how good they are. Atalanta, number of injuries. They're still doing their thing. Scalvini, Kolasinac, Shkamaka, Quadrado, Atakain, all out. And then Dybala and Pellegrini all out. But Roma are doing their thing as well. I can't lie. I don't know who's going to win this game. Because I see Roma, games I thought Roma would lose, they've actually gone and got results and actually won those games. It's going to be one game for the ages. I just think it's just going to be so tight. It's just so much is on the line. I'm going to say this. Atalanta 2, Roma 2. This game is ending a draw. So check it, guys. This is the league table right now. Going in, if we didn't see, Napoli 3 points ahead of Inter. Atalanta there. If they beat Roma, then that would mean Champions League football if Juventus, Lazio both draw their match. Bologna could go into the top 4 should they beat AC Milan tonight. Fiorentina in 8th, Milan in 9th. Monza have been relegated. Empoli, Venezia, they need to do something to overtake Lecce. Verona, Parma, Cagliari. They should be safe. But yes, guys, subscribe to the Football Overseas. Subscribe for more Serie A prediction content from me. And I'll see you again very soon. Peace.